And with the Yaller horn bellowing throughout U.S. Bank Stadium, a Nordic nation of 70,000 strong rises up with a cry of Skål to usher two teams into battle. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And off we go from Minneapolis. On the return, Isaiah Rodgers. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year. The 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
You know, Kate, that injury robbed us all of what looked like a promising rookie season through the preseason where this kid was on fire. But it's
intercepted on the first play of the game. And the Buccaneers are tackled just beyond midfield following the interception.
They'll take over first.
There it is, partner. Tough to resist starting the game with a deep shot. I know you know that. It is aggressive, but also very high risk, high reward.
It is, Kate, and you know as an offensive player, especially as a quarterback, you go to bed that night, these plays are scripted. You're going to come out, you're going to take a shot. There you got to show a little restraint. If it's not there, and that defense has the awareness they just did, boy, you got to be real careful to not give them an opportunity to do what they just did and make a huge play defensively.
It's second and
Baker now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
First down, here's Baker. Hits his running back. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
First and goal. Here's Irving. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play in first and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, leaves a whole playbook wide open for you.
And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Buccaneers parlay the interception into points. Baker Mayfield the touchdown. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Vikings nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. On the return, here's Rodgers. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Minnesota all set to go for its second drive. And we only saw this group for one snap to start the game, Brock, so hopefully we get a longer look at them this time.
You know, Kate, in a lot of ways, it may even be easier to shake that first one off. They're barely on the field, so it's really a second chance to write the opening series you wanted.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Buccaneers get it back after making their third first-half interception. So their second drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives.
Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
3 yards. It's second down.
Need to shake off that sack and quick. Here comes 2nd and 13.
180.
Mayfield now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Ivan Pace has got it.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Staying on the ground with Jones. Unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
That's caught for the first. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-0 is our score. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at first down here. Running right, this is Jones. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Extra man in the secondary for the Bucs on third down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
First and 10, here's Jones. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, an inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. Sit tight. More coming your way from US Bank Stadium after this. Second down now. They need 7. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's 16 yards on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest
This
game.
time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Buccaneers get it back after making their third first-half interception. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Baker now off the play fake. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down. They've set it downs for him from the 31.
First down, Tampa Bay.
First down throw here, Mayfield. Right side, hauled in by Godwin. And he won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
So we have a... Okay, I guess none of you were in band or color guard in halftime. That's fine. We can skip over the halftime performances, though I was looking forward to them. The second half. Let's get it underway. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And a stumble coming out of the locker room at halftime as the kick goes out of bounds, Brock. So our first drive of the half is going to begin all the way up at the 40. Yeah, gotta imagine he's going to be headed to the kicking end after that one. Right, partner? Work on how he's striking that football. That was a considerable miscue right there. Mayfield now, off the play action. Connects on the crosser. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
And the first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Baker to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A gain of 11 on the play.
First and 10. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Hit, Mayfield loses the ball, and the Vikings have recovered.
We're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
And they pick him off again. And the Buccaneers get it back at the 35. That deficit, and that's nothing, Brock. They are right in this game, but they'll make it final if they keep hurting their cause with these interceptions.
Play smart, not scared. That's a mantra that the Colts and Tom Moore and Peyton play smart football, not scared to make a mistake. And right now, he is just making way too many mistakes.
And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing, Baker. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, there's way too much risk for that reward.
This is Irving on second. And that's going to be an 8-yard gain, it looks like, as it puts them in goal to go.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
Well, now this is certainly going to make second and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss. But give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating. It's going to make it a more difficult now second and goal situation.
Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up third and goal. Third and long for him here. Some room to work. Throw caught by his running back. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14.
Vikings nothing.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. On the return, here's Rodgers. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down. This is the end of the third quarter. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17.
Come on, set! 72
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's going deep! Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Downfield, he's got Hawkinson. At the 20. He does it, touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. On the return, here's Irving. This makes it up to the 25. Tampa Bay ready to head out to the field. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Irving on the counter. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Baker. Throw left side, complete. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
He'll throw it. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. That's complete. Here's Jones. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Second and 3 now. Now it's McCarthy. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
A loss of 10 yards.
And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game. Throwing now. Running a screen now for Jones. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
Complete to Aaron Jones.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong.
A gain of 5.
When I sit and judge a defense,
Fourth down.
I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Trying to push deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
It's a
Tampa
turnover
Bay
on
bringing the
downs.
offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's the give to Irving. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
They've been doing it.
It's an 8-yard gain, and things looking a whole lot better now. 3rd and 3 upcoming.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go from U.S. Bank Stadium. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And in motion is Brown. On play action. Right away, they're coming after, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Operating from the gun, it's Daniel.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's fourth down. To hold them to a short return.
At their own 42-yard line.
They'll go play action here with McCarthy. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sainriston.
The Commanders take over first and 10.
Well, I can promise you, when they dreamed up ways they wanted to start this game and they crafted that opening play sheet, I promise you, Mike, that was the worst case scenario. Nobody ever imagined first play of the game would end up going the other way. And give credit to the defense. They steal an early possession, but that was just a brutal start.
He was looking for Austin Eckler out of the backfield. And it'll bring up second down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up the third down.
And 10 yards to go.
And in motion is Brown. On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
An 8-yard gain.
So after being unable to pick up the first down on third down, now they have a decision to make. And, Mike, I think we're seeing this play out all across the league. When you cross midfield, you really enter four-down territory. I think this is a great opportunity to take advantage of the field position, maintain possession, and see if you can get a fresh set of downs.
The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression. A lot of space in the short game. Get them the ball, pick up the first down.
They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Second and 4 at the 13-yard line.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
To number 82, Ben Simmons. A gain of 2 brings up third and 2.
Throwing again. Daniel will try and get there on the ground. And the Commander's going to be set up with first and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. More from the Twin Cities. In a moment, they'll motion over Samuel. Now Daniel's going to give this forward to the receiver. And this is not going to work like that, it is blown up behind the line.
And goal at the 5-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Daniel. Good blocking, and he's in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. Matt Gay on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Vikings 0. Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Vikings offense ready for their second possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. This one is complete along the sideline. Very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest game.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. That'll be swung out wide to Jones. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up
This is 3rd and 6. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now here's Aaron Jones, and he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. Quick hitting slant there. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
They'll go. Here's McCarthy. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. On 1st down, Daniel. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Taking off. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a 1st down.
Commanders, 1st down.
Come on.
A gain of 14.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide.
This will be intercepted by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
Gain of 21 yards. First down, Washington.
He gets it to Samuel, left side. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line. It's first and 10.
At the 14-yard line.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Daniels to throw on second. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number one. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This a 31-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And the Commanders will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Play action now. It's McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. On play action, here's McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Halftime coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. The Vikings offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with first and 10. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
25 yards.
How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Now, faking the give. That's three. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
The motion man here is McClure. They'll stop by going forward with a pop pass. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On second down, it's Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
He gets this complete to his rookie fourth-round pick. And he is going to have a Commander's first down on what will be a big play there for 4th and long.
28-yard gain. First down, Washington.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Ivan Pace. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
18.
Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. First down.
10 at the 19-yard line.
Little play action here with McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go now.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Let's go. 18, come.
To throw once more. Here's McCarthy. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are going to get the football at their own 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Ivan Pace up to his linebacker spot to make the stop.
It's a pickup of 3.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. We'll try to run forward.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. But that'll be swung out wide to Jones. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Commanders'
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He's got it at the 7, and he will score. Game on. T.J. Hawkinson, touchdown Vikings. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. They've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. To return, it's McCaffrey. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
Byron Murphy on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and
From
3.
the 42-yard line. Here's second and 3. To throw is Daniels. Forced out wide. It's a big play when they needed it the most. An even 40 yards.
It's a gain of 40.
It's just incredible what he's able to do with his legs. He's able to go from a passer to a runner in a split second, and once he gets in the open field, he's as dangerous as anybody in the league with the ball in his hands.
Here we go. They'll drop to throw. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
4 yards. That's another Washington Commanders first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Throwing now. Daniel. Out wide. That's Robinson.
Daniels pass. Complete to Brian Robinson. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second
From the
and
2
goal
now. Here's
at
second
the
and goal.
2-yard line.
Come on. The motion man here is McClure. Here's a little pop pass heading to the right. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
It's third and goal.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Here's Daniels. That is caught by the tight end, Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Commanders.
Washington.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Commanders 17, Vikings 7. Matt Gay to kick
So,
off for
after the
Washington.
touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. We'll go ahead and just cede the
Vikings
touchback
take
here. This
over
ball
first and
over the
10
back line.
at their own
It'll come out
35-yard
to the
line.
35. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll run with Jones. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
29-yard line.
McCarthy to the air on second down. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
It's now third down and 16.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
28 yards.
Here's first
And the
and 10.
Vikings, first down.
Jones. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory.
coach, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
At their own 28-yard line.
On the jump. Ready? 19 Tiger.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Commanders, first down.
65.
At the 47-yard
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact, but that time they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack.
And it's a fumble. Well, one of the linebackers has got it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing, Mayfield. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
And they're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
36-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point.
180.
Mayfield down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw, Mayfield. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Mayfield with it once more. That is caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emeka Egbuka, 33 yards. And the Buccaneers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. It's caught, and it's 8-0. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Now Daniel's going to keep it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for Washington.
One quarter down, 8-0 the score.
1-yard line.
Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake, Daniels. Caught out left side by Robinson. And blocked down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Let's go now.
At the 23-yard
Daniels looking to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
A gain of 6.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
Throwing now is Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
A gain of 12 yards.
Hold it ready.
And a Commanders first down. First and goal at the
8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Commanders have come back to make it a 2-point game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Complete to number 7, Bucky Irving. First and 10.
Mayfield looks to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
180.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Here we go.
To the air goes Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
Ready, go.
To throw is Daniels. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Looking to throw. Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson. So a tight one so far, 1-point game. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because
well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now Daniels going to keep it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
This 2nd and 4. They go play action. Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
That's good for Washington. First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
2nd and 6. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7. 3rd and goal. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. Following the interception, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
First down and goal at the 6-yard line.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And that play goes absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Yaya Diaby got in there behind the line and dropped him for a loss on the play. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now Daniel's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cowboy 80.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. This is caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler taking it in. And the Commanders have taken a 4th quarter lead. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
On the stop. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Mayfield on play action. Oh, he's got Ibuka. That's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emeka Ibuka. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do. But I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally because somewhere the chart's something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just get the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
1st and 10.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Come on, come on.
Here's Daniels. This is swung out to Eckler. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
Let's go. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. That is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive.
Bucky Irving, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Mayfield to throw. And that's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now Washington down by 7. 65 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. It's caught by Mike Evans. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Down to about the 23. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense.
is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off from Tampa. Ty Chandler to return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. First carry here for Aaron Jones. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. His first throw is an interception. Jamel Dean makes the play. And the Buccaneers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. How quickly things can change, huh? From kickoff to now, already looking at an entirely different picture, Brock. They get the interception, and they're going to take over in perfect position to score our first points.
You know, we talk about scripting for offense all the time, but flip it around. That could not be a better script for this defense, not just to get a stop, but to take the ball.
Vikings bring pressure, and they got him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
It's now second and 19 at the 44-yard line.
Mayfield now from the gun. And this one is launched downfield. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing third down.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
Here he goes, third and long. Hits his running back. And they get this down to the 28.
Mayfield's pass.
Whether they meant to go to him or it was an adjustment on the fly, that's not the read that was going to beat this defense for a first down. That look, well, this crew defensively was prepared for and knew how to keep it short of the marker.
Mayfield to throw for it. Got a man, this is Evans. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. And that'll bring up second down.
Makes it second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing again is Baker. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short.
As a quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. But a short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Third down, give to Irving. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle. Get him down right at the line. Fourth down coming up.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, two sides charging each other, and they meet right at that line. And they didn't have to drive him backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Escapes the pocket. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that makes it second and goal. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as
and the defender comes away with it. And the Vikings get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
That's one of those drives, Kate, especially on the opening drive. You come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb the final exam.
Grabbed by Joe Madison. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. So we saw dueling interceptions in a turnover-laden first quarter. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They've got a first to begin the frame. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
As a man, Justin Jefferson. And after making the catch, he is decked quickly at the 38.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even two defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete. Here's Jones. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down.
We've set it downs from 37. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Into a crowd, and intercepted! Jamel Dean makes the play. And the Buccaneers get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked on a guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
It's a gain of 22. And the Bucs have the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Baker now from the gun. He's got Emeka Egbuka. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. They get 37 on the play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
That's another Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now. Vikings get there. They're going to win this round. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 26-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Ivan Pace has got it. And the Vikings get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Comes up empty on that one. So they're left facing third and long.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jamel Dean makes the play. And he takes this one back. It's a pick six and a Tampa Bay touchdown. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? And they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme was give me 6.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Vikings getting one more drive here before the break. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Trying again after the pick, McCarthy. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Buccaneers will take over with the football just outside the 30.
Must be paying these guys a day rate, not the hourly rate, because it took them just one play to answer interception for interception. We're right back basically to where we were 2 snaps ago, but with a whole lot of excitement in between.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to work after throwing the pick. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they face 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Harrison Smith with the INT. And the Vikings will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy from his own, and that's going to be a safety. You know, generally down around your own end zone, you're thinking less of driving the length of the field. Initially, you're just trying to buy some space and prevent a safety.
This is called situational football. You work on it all through training camp, right? It's not just a 2-minute drill.
Yeah.
This can be equally important. Just get that first down. Just get out of the shadow of your own goal line. Well, the defense wasn't having it.
Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down. Here's Baker. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Defender tips that one, but he's got it. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. I suppose not everyone's the biggest fan of halftime. Okay, we'll skip over the break and get right back to the field. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Bucs have the 1st.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably and then go to work after.
He's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Taking a chance to the end zone. And he finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Mike Evans with the touchdown. All right, here we go, Brock. Todd Bowles believing in his offense. They're going for two. Mayfield's going to look to throw this. And the call to go for it not awarded as the pass falls incomplete.
That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of the field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Vikings now set to take the field. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a third consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
Second down now, 7 to go. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Completed to his running back. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Here's McCarthy to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because you throw it in double coverage. And you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
Same guy. Here's Hawkinson again. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. And that goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Buccaneers take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walk in the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today. And I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Buccaneers have that football, partner, and more importantly, they've got a good lead. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Josh Metellus on the coverage.
Mayfield with a blitz coming. Off his back foot, he's going to hurl this one deep. Well, a little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender. He knocked it away, and it sets up 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. 3rd down, here's Mayfield. It's complete. This is Egbuka. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st down from the 42. Baker throwing again. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Seventh play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. Mayfield to throw again. Taking a deep shot here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Emeka Egbuka, the intended target. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. Here we go. It's Mayfield. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Finds him over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Vikings trail by 15. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. It's Egbuka on the slant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection we see with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down. Looking inside the red zone. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers capitalize on yet another interception thrown in this game. All right, one more snap to play here. They give to Irving to start this drive. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut. So it's a win for the Buccaneers. And a lot to be happy with on both sides of the football as they come away with a total team victory in this one. Will Reichert has it all teed up. And we're off and running from Landover. Here's Austin Eckler on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready, set.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Crack ball 80.
Daniels setting up the play action. Capped by Deebo Samuel. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. 1st and 10 around the Robinson.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Quick slant to Samuel. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Washington 1st down. We've set it downs for him from the 31. Daniels now on 1st down. Buying some time left. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Out of the gun, Daniels. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And he gets this forward to the 19. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Flush out now to his left. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you've got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19.
All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Commanders ball as we get back for the 2nd, and they're thinking points. Robinson takes this the wrong way. That's a loss all the way back to the 5. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack. Exactly what he just did.
Okay, already a big decision to make on your opening drive, Brock. Is this 4-down territory, or do you take the field goal and be happy to start off with some points?
Well, remember, Kate, and I think we're going to see this all year long. This new kickoff rule is real. You know, that ball now coming out to the 35-yard line, it affects the data and the decision-making. You're going to see more and more teams be aggressive, and I would be.
And that first drive won't end in points after all. He stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Putting a receiver in motion. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. They're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. That play good for 17 and a first down. Now, Brock, still awaiting our first points of this game, and we've arrived at our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. So first and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, McCarthy bails out of the pocket quick. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
On third and long, it's McCarthy. Another one to Addison. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
McCarthy to throw for it. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
One final shot before the half. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. So that's halftime, and we've arrived. The call came in before the teams even hit the locker rooms. We're skipping halftime. We're starting the third quarter right away. We've seen one half of football and no points just yet. Let's see who can finally break that deadlock here in our second half. Ty Chandler to return. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding a big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Connects on the crosser. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Vikings.
Now a give up the middle to Jones. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust, and trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
Unable to connect with his running back. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. He's back to throw. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. So they hit him for 5 yards on 4th down, and they get the successful conversion. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action, McCarthy. That's complete. Here's Jones. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
With these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
2nd down now, they need 7. Back to the air, McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Another throw here for McCarthy. Flushed out of the pocket. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
1st down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Minnesota.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Headed out right. And he's able to get this down to the 13. So after all that, we're taking a scoreless game into the 4th here. Somehow this game is still scoreless as we get set for our final quarter. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Off play action. It's McCarthy. One's complete right side. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and goal, Minnesota.
They'll run here with Jones. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Looking underneath, it's Jones. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Well, a field goal would break this tie, Brock, but the offense is staying out there. It's 4th and goal.
Let's go.
He'll throw it. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 4th quarter lead. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Like the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Won't get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Commanders trail by 8.
On the jump.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first. They need the end zone here. They've got 4 chances at it. This is 1st and goal. Setting up to pass. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders cut it to just 2 late in the game. They knew what they had to do. First the touchdown. Now a 2-point try to tie it.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Back to throw. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work. That was the play they needed. Now gotta hope your defense or special teams can come through and get you that football back.
And the sooner the better, too, because time is not their friend. They always have the onside kick to bail them out, but after that, it might be time for this D coordinator to crank up the aggression meter, and you know every one of these defenders will be attacking the ball.
First down from the 42. Man in motion here. They're going to pass it here. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
Back to throw it. That's caught. This is Addison. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. So they hit him for 5 yards on 4th down, and they get the successful conversion.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. He's only able to get back to the line, and it's going to be 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. He is to throw. This one's to Hawkinson outright. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. He'll look to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win.
Touchdown, Vikings.
A chance to make it a 2-score game now and likely clinch the win with this try. And likely game-winning extra point strikes true, and that should do it. We got a 2-score game now late.
Commanders 6.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away.
For the Vikings.
On the return, this is McCaffrey. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders set to take over. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. And it's 2nd and 14. On the gun, it's Daniels. That's McLaurin with a catch out left. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Commanders.
So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. Well, as they celebrate to the boos of the home crowd, I'm sure you're having flashbacks, buddy. It's got to be music to their ears, hearing those fans voice their displeasure.
It is so sweet, Kate, when you win on the road for a couple reasons. Yeah, I do remember. I remember silencing those road crowds. There's no better feeling than to hear, those boos and those cheers and all that noise just silenced because you beat them in their building.
It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington Commanders.
Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Landover. On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Sean Tucker on the return. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Mayfield now off the play action. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up.
At the 29-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
From the gun, Mayfield. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That one hits for 30. And the Bucs have the first.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead right away. Mike Evans with the touchdown. Baker leading the Bucs up to the line. They're going for two.
The Bucs will set up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. This is caught. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Well, the defense didn't put up much of a fight on that opening drive, but they sure woke up a little there to deny the extra 2 points.
Yeah, you really hate to give up a quick touchdown and 2 more points on top of it, so it does salvage a little bit of pride. Lets them have something positive to take the next time they hit the field.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 27.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Come on. Hey! Panther 60, Panther 60.
Daniels setting up the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
Daniels now. He finds Brown right side. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on first down.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Go.
Daniels. And that's complete to Zach Ertz. And he's taken down at the 30. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
First down.
Get it.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet. Only an incompletion could be had.
And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
That's a gain of 3. It's third.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Our score, 6-0. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Escapes out to the left. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. It's 2nd and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume we got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and remind him, listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Commanders tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Extra point converted by Gay. And the Commanders literally run up that opening touchdown drive, huh? As they take a 7-6 lead here.
Buccaneers 6.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Tucker now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Buccaneers and receiver Mike Evans headed back out. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First down, looking to throw. Mayfield trying for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And in, touchdown Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 6. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. Luke McCaffrey now on the return. Escapes the defender, and this drive will start inside the 25. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
And 12 at the 22-yard line.
So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. After the sack, defense has got to be feeling good. Here comes 2nd and 12. Daniels back to throw. Completed to his running back. They will have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Washington, first down.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Has a man. It's Ertz. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. To the line and set. Here we go. First down.
First down.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun snap. Looking to throw. He rolls to his right. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Daniels now on first down. That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders tie it just before halftime. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Dan Quinn never afraid to take a risk. His guy's going for 2. Daniels looking to throw. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
I've heard great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. You know, it's pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points, well, they're left on the table.
Tucker now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Buccaneers and receiver Mike Evans headed back out. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. And with field position and the clock against him, we are probably not going to see anything of substance. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
On the tackle. Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
So we're all our apologies to the halftime performers and anyone hoping for a quick snack break. Nope, not this time. We're pushing right through and getting the third quarter started. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Eckler now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out comes the offense for Washington to begin the third quarter.
Okay, ready?
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80.
Now Daniels off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on second down. 16 to go following the sack.
60 Vikings.
Throwing from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
First down from the 42.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play action now. Daniels escapes the pocket. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. They'll pick up a 34 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready?
Daniels from the pistol. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Commanders take the lead right away in half number 2. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Gay with the point after. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Commanders 20, Buccaneers 13.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
For Washington.
Bucky Irving now to return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. They find themselves trailing 20-13 after that score. Bucks to the line. First and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Give him 24 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down, here's Baker. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Intended target there was Mike Evans. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Throwing again is Baker. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. So 20 yards on that play. And the Bucks have the first.
First and 10 at the 20.
Baker now off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So that brings up second down. Baker throwing again. Right side, this is Ibuka. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Mayfield looking to throw on this 3rd and 1. Got his man, it's on him. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Play action. Here's Mayfield. Rolling out to his left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks in a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
Short pass brought in, and he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you...
And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers now trail by just a point in the fourth. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it?
And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this fourth quarter. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight.
To kick off for the Buccaneers.
On the return, this is McCaffrey. Showing a little burst so far. They haven't caught him yet. And he does! Touchdown! So as we expected, they're lining up to go for 2 here and a 7-point advantage.
Let's go.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. Would have felt more comfortable, obviously, with a 7-point lead, but they have to settle for 5. What do you think, Brock? Did we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. On the return, here's Irving. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here come the Bucs on offense now. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. It almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Complete to Cade Otton. 10 yards on the pickup.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Buccaneers trailing by 5. Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this 2nd and inches. Running right, it's Irving. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Back to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
This is hauled in by Ahn on the right side. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
He's out of bounds at the 14-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Handoff headed right. Irving has room into the secondary. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers jump in front late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind.
And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this fourth quarter. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. On the return, this is McCaffrey. He's got a lane up past the 30. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Escapes the pocket. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Setting up to pass. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute.
first thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
Commanders 33, Buccaneers 29. Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Irving. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys, friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
Wearing up the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. And they were all over this one. They stop him short, and the fake fails. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. On the return, here's Irving. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. After the pick, here's Mayfield again. Now he takes it, and he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Well, when this guy's got it going on the ground, Brock, there isn't a more exciting player on the field, and he has certainly been the most fun to watch in this one.
Yeah, he's been fun for you and me, Kate, without this defense. You know, I remember asking Pete Carroll some years ago, is it harder than ever to play defense right now because of all the rules and regulations, everything else? He said, oh, yeah, and throw in these dual-threat quarterbacks, they're a nightmare as well.
So score this as a win for the Commanders. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win.